We live in a duality system, and that affects us as individuals. This duality is composed at a very basic level of what our parents represent to us, the masculine and the feminine, both of which are creative forces. And our task, our challenge, is to bring this duality into a singularity. So this meditation is about allowing you to bring wholeness to your body, to yourself, in complete acceptance of your parents and all they represent, whether good things or uncomfortable things. Because ultimately, if there's parts of us that are similar to them, but we dislike those parts or dislike them, well, what that amounts to is some form of self-hatred. And so this meditation is about bringing together self-acceptance, self-awareness, and therefore self-love. So imagine for a moment, actually, if you close your eyes, this will be helpful. And one of the reasons that we close our eyes is because it allows us to go inwards. It signals effectively our inner team that we're coming within. And by that I mean we don't just have a guide or a helper or a guardian angel. We have a host of energies that are connected to us. And so therefore I think of it as a team, a supportive, loving, accepting team. So closing our eyes is always a way of going inwards. And if you imagine, for example, that the skin represents the surface layers and interface for our outer world and our inner world, then you can imagine that when we close our eyes, it allows us to go inwards into the multi-layers of awareness that we don't ordinarily access, at least not in a conscious way. And so by imagining, for example, that the consciousness is like a body, and therefore the skin represents this interface. The external mind, our everyday conscious mind, is always looking outwards. But closing our eyes in this moment is a way of bringing our attention inwards. And then just take a nice deep breath in. And breathing's natural, so you don't have to force it. And it's an internal thing. And so just taking a nice deep breath in, a nice slow deep breath. And when you exhale, just imagine this breath flows from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And you'll just feel like a softness flow over you. You'll just feel yourself become more comfortable. This just allows you to bring your energy into the center of your being. All that busy stuff that goes on in your head now just brings its attention into the body. And so once again, just breathe in deeply. Hold it this time for a moment or two. And then as you exhale, just imagine this breath flows from the top of your head all the way to the tips of your toes. Excellent. And now, just think to yourself, how do you feel about your mother, about your father? What are things about them you don't like or that you wish were different? How would you like your relationship to be with them a year from now or in the future, if it can be improved in some way? How do you think they feel about you? Just let yourself, with your eyes closed, Just mull over these things for a moment and just think, how would you describe them? How would you describe your mother in as few words as you can? Or how would you describe your father? Just spend a few moments allowing that awareness to just surface in your mind. And you don't have to process anything. Just see what drifts into your awareness. Let it drift out and something else come in. And just see what you think, what you feel, what you notice, what you'd like to be different. And then once again, just breathe in deeply. Just let all of that go for a moment. And as you exhale, just imagine holding an image of your father right beneath your rib cage, right at your solar plexus. Just hold that image in mind, and then just see what you notice, what you feel within your body, what you sense. Just breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, you'll have clarity. What do you notice? What do you feel about him? Thoughts come to mind. And then once again, just breathe in deeply. And this time as you exhale, just hold an image of him right at the center of your chest. What would be called your heart chakra. Just breathe in deeply as you hold that image of him. And as you exhale, just see what you notice about your feelings, about him. What thoughts come to mind? How his energy feels. And just breathe in that awareness. You can come back to this in your own time. You connect some dots in your life. But for now, just breathe in that awareness and see what thoughts your subconscious brings to mind. And just observe them. And then once again, just breathe in deeply. And just let that awareness go. Just let that awareness go. And now, focus on your mother. Just let an image of your mother come to mind. And then just breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, just imagine that image of your mother right just beneath your rib cage. Very much the same as you did with your father. And just let yourself get a sense of how you feel, what her energy feels like, how it makes you feel. Just breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, just let that awareness, those feelings, whatever thoughts come to mind, just breathe in that awareness. And just spend a few moments allowing your subconscious to reveal whatever it will. Something out of your control. Don't try to control the process. Just see what comes to mind. And then once again, breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, just allow an image of your mother to now be held at the center of your chest. And then once again, just be observant. What does her energy feel like? Just breathe in deeply. As you exhale, you'll have clarity. What thoughts come to mind about her personality, why she's the way she is, perhaps? Just observe, just breathe in that awareness. Just breathe in that awareness. Just allow the thoughts or feelings to come to mind. And just note what they are. Spend a few moments just allowing whatever is revealing itself to bring more thoughts or feelings along with it. And now, just let yourself drift away from those thoughts. Just breathing in deeply and drifting away from those thoughts. And now, imagine that right at the center of your forehead, there's a big, beaming, golden stream of light, like a spotlight, just beaming outwards from the center of your forehead. Golden white beam of light just moving outwards from the center of your forehead. And just spend a few moments enjoying how good it feels to just beam that light outwards from your forehead. And as you do this, just begin to allow it to just rotate or spin or move in whatever way that it does as it begins to just shine that light into your head and all around your head, just cleansing and purifying, harmonizing and balancing all of your thoughts, all of your memories, all the things you believe, just allowing that golden white light to just cleanse the whole top of your head as it moves downwards, moving around your face, the back of your head, just spinning, clearing, moving. Whatever it's doing, just allow it to keep moving like a spotlight of light, just moving through, rebalancing, cleansing, raising the vibration of your thoughts as it continues moving down around the throat, spending a bit of time doing whatever needs to be done as it clears the energy, opens your communication, harmonizing your thoughts and self-expression, just allowing the energy, this golden white light, to continue moving, spinning, clearing, re-energizing as it continues moving down the body, into the chest. Just spending a bit of time there, just moving, clearing, purifying, rebalancing and harmonizing, and doing whatever needs to be done. And as this light continues to spend some time there, just imagine that a beam of light moves over to the side towards your father. Just imagine your father's energy there to the side. Just imagine this beam of light moves towards him. And from him, just imagine on the other side is your mother's energy, and the light moves towards her and back into your chest. And just allow this energy to move between all three of you. Bring in harmony, balance, understanding, awareness, increasing the quality of your consciousness at very deep soul levels. Just allow this light to continue moving outwards from one to the other, allowing the love of the heart and the heart's energy to flow between all three of you, allowing the healing, the rejuvenation to flow deeply in the very cells of your being. Just breathing in that harmony, that balance, that peace. And as you breathe in deeply and exhale, just allow this light to begin moving down your body, all the way down as two separate streams of light separating at your groin, going down each leg, so that your mother and your father, the energy that they represent, the meaning they have within your life at a soul level, can now begin to move down and integrate as it flows down your legs, your feet, to connect with the earth, allowing you to be grounded, to be balanced as you walk through your life's journey in complete acceptance and harmony of your own self-awareness. Just breathing in deeply. Allow this process to occur. Enjoying how good it feels to bring harmony, awareness, and balance back into being. Breathing in deeply, allowing every cell within your being to reconnect. Breathing in deeply, spending a few moments enjoying how good it feels to gain inner peace. And in your own time, whenever you like, you can just take another deep, slow breath. And as you exhale, just allow the new to recalibrate within your energy, to create balance, to reintegrate all of the self, as not everything about our parents is meant to be rejected. Much of it is meant to be absorbed. And so breathing in deeply, allowing the energies to fill all those spaces within where its absence had been felt. Breathing in a deep sense of self, allowing the energies to flow, returning to harmony and balance. Then in your own time, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.